Green flag on the race course. Green flag, and the 5-minute period has started. Tom Thompson, the first to pull away from the dock. The U11 Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&Ds. Next off the dock is Andrew Tate in the U9 Delta Real Track. I think maybe planned it that way because those two boats were docked right next to each other. One giving a little room to the other to get away from the dock and out on the course. Cockpit still up on the Miss HomeStreet, still giving some last-minute instructions or getting things set in the cockpit with Jimmy Shane. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. Meanwhile, Tom Thompson on the race course and down the front straightaway as Andrew Tate passes those white outside marker buoys, and he is on the course and running. And we have about 4 minutes to go before the start of Heat 3B, Unlimited Hydroplane Racing for the Bill Munsey Cup. After we're done with this preliminary heat, it's the money, marbles, and chalk winner-take-all Bill Munsey Cup Championship Final here on Mission Bay. Hatch goes down on the Miss HomeStreet. Pat on the top, and they'll release the rope. Nope. Looking at something on the snorkel, make sure it's latched properly. And it is now. So Shane about to ignite that T55 Lycoming engine. Starts to drift away from the dock just a little bit. Meanwhile, on the race course, Tom Thompson in lane number 1, that's where he will be racing from. And Andrew Tate in the Delta Real Track, he'll be in lane number 2. And Jimmy Shane still has not fired up the turbine engine. Now they toss the rope off. So Jimmy has the ability to pull away from the dock without taking the dock with him. And to get onto the race course, about 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go before the start. As we said, while the boats were testing and even during qualifying, they have certain marks and places they need to be on the race course in order to hit that starting line at full throttle when the big countdown clock hits 0. The fact that Jimmy took so long to get away from the dock may affect how he looks at the marks and where he wants to be on the race course, because he's got just about 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go before the start. So he will probably end up just going around the race course trying to come up and join with everybody else. But he's got a long run. Now Andrew Tate comes up through the SeaWorld turn. I thought maybe Tom Thompson would cut through to the front straightaway, but he does not. So they will make one more run down the front straightaway and around the course. And they've got 1 minute 34 seconds to do that. 30 seconds to the 1 minute period. Actually, they're going to come up on Jimmy Shane. So Shane will be on the outside, Thompson on the inside, and Tate in the middle. And they've just about caught up with Jimmy Shane now. There is your 1 minute mark, and they should be in pretty good shape to come up the backstretch around the SeaWorld turn and make it down to the front straightaway. It's about a 10-second, maybe 11 or 12-second, depending on what lane you're in, run from the exit buoy of the SeaWorld turn down to the start line. Jimmy Shane angles out just a little bit. Andrew Tate holding back in the middle there. Jimmy Shane and Tom Thompson running up side by side now. Andrew Tate comes up to join them. We'll see where they start to kick in. Both Jimmy Shane and Tom Thompson have done their timing runs starting at the entrance buoy to the SeaWorld turn, and that's exactly where Andrew Tate starts to put his foot down too. But he's going to be a little behind now. He's got a shorter way around the course. And here they come charging down to the start for Heat 3B. They've got 5 seconds to go before they hit that starting line. Looks like they're going to be okay. Everybody should be a good start. We'll see. We've made good starts all weekend long, and we are ready to go racing. Down to the first turn. Who's going to be there first? Who's going to come off the turn first? Right now, you've got Tom Thompson, Andrew Tate, and as they turn toward us, we should see Jimmy Shane right on the side of Andrew Tate. Well, Jimmy's a little farther behind. It is a good start. It is a good start. Nobody jumped the gun. So we're racing for 3 laps here in our last preliminary heat. Up the backstretch, it's Andrew Tate by about 3 boat lengths. Here comes Tom Thompson on the inside. We'll see where they are when they turn left. And it's Thompson who turns left first. Tate on the outside. He's pulled ahead, pulled up evenly at least, at the apex of the SeaWorld turn. And Jimmy Shane has got to put more power to it because he's in 3rd place and well behind the leaders as they take off down the front straightaway. The end of lap number 1, it'll be Tom Thompson on the inside, Andrew Tate on the outside. Tate took the lap by about 10 feet, but it's Tom Thompson who's going to turn left. Lap number 2, we go 3 times around. Tom Thompson on the inside. Andrew Tate has fallen back just a little bit, but not much. And here comes Jimmy Shane. Jimmy Shane on the outside still has a lot of power, but a lot of speed to his left. Tom Thompson has gone dead in the water in lane 1, so right now it is a race between Andrew Tate and Jimmy Shane. Tate on the inside of Shane. Tate still in lane 2, got some iron into the ball as he comes up the backstretch, but he is leading Shane by about a rooster tail and a half, maybe about 3 seconds there, as each one of them passed the entrance buoy to the SeaWorld turn. Tate is off the turn. Just counting in my head, that was about 4 seconds difference. White flag comes up, the end of lap number 2. Andrew Tate has the lead. Tom Thompson dead in the water right about lane number 1, but they all know where he is. Their communicators have told them, and we're on our final lap. Jimmy Shane turns left second, Andrew Tate turns left first, and that's going to be the sequence again as they come off the north turn. Andrew Tate still staying out in lane number 2. Jimmy Shane still out in lane number 3. And right now, Andrew has taken him out to about lane number 4. Now Andrew's going to sling back a little bit toward the buoy line. He can do that. He can move into lane number 1. There's nobody behind him to the left. Andrew Tate enters the SeaWorld turn for the 3rd and final time around in Heat 3B, and Jimmy Shane is chasing his rooster tail, but he's just not picking up any ground. Andrew Tate off the turn and heads down looking for the checkered flag. The U9 Delta Reel Track, Andrew Tate, he will take Heat 3B, and right behind him in the Miss HomeStreet, it is Jimmy Shane. He'll finish second, and it did not finish to Tom Thompson in the 11. Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&Ds. So a pretty good race between Tom Thompson in the Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&Ds and Andrew Tate in the Delta Reel Track until Thompson went dead just into that turn down there at the north end of the race course. After that, it was all Andrew Tate and the U9 Delta Reel Track, and Jimmy Shane following him, trying to follow his rooster tail and close it a little ground, but he could not do it. Unofficially, first place went to Andrew Tate in the 9 Delta Reel Track, and second place to Jimmy Shane in the U1 Miss HomeStreet. And third place, well, no third place this time around. It did not finish to Tom Thompson. And the Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&Ds. So that's it for our preliminary heats for the Bill Munsey Cup H1 Unlimited here on the Bill Munsey Racecourse on Mission Bay. The last thing we have with the Unlimiteds coming up a little later this afternoon, and that is the winner-take-all championship final heat for the Bill Munsey Cup.